YouTube? It's the Big Kahuna back again with another video, and I'd like to give a shout out to Rise and Grind, Showstopper 2121, Darian is King, and Rise and Grind. And today's video is about Madden 15. But before I get to Madden 15, brief little story. When I first, I didn't like football video games in the first place. Never really got into that stuff. And the Dreamcast was actually the first console that made me buy a football video game, because it was so lifelike and, you know, so realistic that I just was like, wow, I have to play that. So once I, you know, played that, I was hooked. I was into football video games then. So then, you know, the PlayStation and the OG Xbox came out, and then the Dreamcast faded into oblivion. And then pretty much, you know, they had Madden, and Madden looked really good. It even looked better than 2K, and that was only because the Dreamcast hardware was nowhere near the PlayStation 2 and the OG Xbox. That's the only reason. But it still was an excellent game on the Dreamcast. That is 2K that I'm talking about. But like I said, when Madden came to the OG and the PlayStation 2, it was like, damn, look at this. This thing looks great. The way they run, tackle, looks so realistic. The way they hold the ball. And I got into that. So it was to me, it was, once the Dreamcast came out and they put football on that, it was a huge jump from the previous consoles before that. And then once the OG and the PlayStation 2 came out, it was a huge jump, in my opinion, from 2K on the Dreamcast to these systems. So then when the 360 came out and they were showing, you know, Madden on that and what it looked like, I was just like, oh my gosh, look at that. That thing is a thing of beauty. Now, of course, I know there was people bitching and complaining about you. They left out this, they left out that, and all that kind of stuff. I'm the type of person, I don't give a shit about price and hot dogs. I don't give a shit about, you know, tickets in the stadium and doing this and trading people and importing people. I don't give a shit about none of that. All I want to do is simply go on there, pick one team, match another team up, hit the button, coin toss or whatever, and play. That's all I care about. So for me, that didn't affect me at all. But for the people that like all that stuff in the game, yes, it was a big letdown for them. But it wasn't for me. So when I went to the 360 and I bought Madden that first year, it was like, wow, look at the graphics on this. This looks so much better than the Madden before that, and then the 2K before that. So basically, when, you know, after being on the 360 and PS3 for so many years, it was like they wasn't making really any improvements on Madden. So I got to the point where I was getting tired of buying this game, because I just felt like I was getting the exact same game for $60. It was just like, you know, after they got that contract to do the all the logos and, you know, the stars and all that other stuff for the game, it was just like, you know what, let's not even do anything. Let's send them over there to make the grass look better this year, and put it in a plastic box and just ship that shit off. They won't know the difference, and call it a day, and they'll pay $60 for it. So the last Madden I had on last generation was Madden 10, and then after that I said, screw it, I'm not buying another Madden ever. You can forget that unless they start improving something with the animations and actually improving the graphics. I'm pretty much done with that game. So the last game I had bought that generation was Madden 10. So fast forward to the XB1 and the PlayStation 4 coming out, and all I'm sitting back thinking is I can't wait to see what Madden looks like. And of course, I don't know, maybe other people had seen what it looked like before it came out, but I didn't. I had no idea what it was going to look like. So when I got it home on the XB1 and seen what 25 looked like, I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, looking at the box, like, did somebody slip the 360 version of Madden in my damn thing? I'm expecting this thing to look leaps and bounds over the Madden on the 360. So my son had it on the 360. I'm going back there and looking at it. I said, okay, it looks better, but it doesn't look next gen. Nowhere the way does it look next gen. It looks like this can be on the 360. I think the 360 and the PS3 might have been, I don't think it was even in 720p on the 360 and the PS3. But I'm not sure. But I just know that it was much, much clearer on the XB1's version. And so I was just like, this is not next gen. So I was upset. I took that shit back to GameStop, got money for it, and then I was done with Madden. I said, it seems like EA is going to keep doing the same shit. Just, you know, sitting back saying, okay, this year let's make the grass look a little bit better. This time let's make their braids move a little bit more and put it in a box and say, here you guys go, $60. Next year, make the grass a little taller, make the braids, put a little bit of reflection on the braids or something, and, you know, do that type of shit. So I was like, I'm done. So I was in the chat with all the YouTubers I was just, you know, giving a shout out in the beginning of the video. Because most of these guys have Madden now, Madden 15, and they're playing it. And so I'm asking them, so what does this shit look like? Because, you know, I'm looking at Twitch streams, but that really doesn't really show you exactly what it looks like. And I'm looking at uploaded videos from my friends on the XB1, and I'm looking at YouTube, and I'm still like, unless it's in front of you, you can see some shit on YouTube. You can see some shit that somebody uploaded a video of on the XB1 or the PlayStation 4, and that still does not tell you exactly what that game looks like until you see it on your TV in front of you. So, you know, but I do trust these guys. But like I said, everybody has their own opinions on things. What one person looks at and thinks is art, another person will look at and think it's trash. So, you know, they're all telling me how much better it is. This is next gen. I'm telling you, this is the Madden that we all been waiting for. And, you know, you gonna want to check this out. It looks good and all this. And I'm sitting there still a little skeptical about that. So a friend of mine's come over this weekend, and he's like, yo, you want to come to my house so we can play some of that Madden? And I said, you know what, I'm gonna come over there and check it out, because my friends been telling me that the game looks next gen, it looks good, it looks like this and all this other stuff. So I'm gonna come over there and, you know, play it with you. So I got over there, and this is my impressions. So I'm making jokes though. It comes up and I'm looking at the menus. I said, wow, the menus look next gen, look at that. And then my friend's like, yo, well, just wait for it. It's coming on in a minute. So then the game starts. And then the game starts and I'm like this. Wow. I was like, what the fuck has EA been doing? Why couldn't they have done that with 25 on the Xbox One? I said, I don't understand this shit. This shit looks next gen. I'm sitting there looking at the screen going, damn, look at this. And I know there's going to be some haters, but my favorite team happens to be the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm sitting there looking at it. I said, oh shit, the coach, he looks like the coach. I was like, god damn, he looks just like the coach. I said, oh man. And I'm watching the animations. The animations, even though they're not 100% perfect, the animations look better. The lighting looks better. The graphics in that thing looks better, and I'm excited, and we're sitting there playing the game, and the tackling and everything else is on par, even the way they kick the ball. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, God damn, I don't have any money and now I have to go out and get this shit. Thanks, EA. Why couldn't you made a piece of shit Madden like you did last year, and then I could save myself $60? So thank you very much. But anyway, Madden, thumbs up. There's still people out there that don't like it, and that's understandable. You can't please everybody. There's always going to be a game, no matter how much hype is around that game, no matter what the game looks like, no matter how it plays, there's still going to be people out there that don't like it. That's just a fact. I mean, look at Halo on the XB1. That's probably one of the highest selling games out there. But there's, you know, it was on the 360. There's over 80-some million 360s. They didn't sell 80 million some copies of Halo. So that shows you that it's not for everybody. So, but anyway, for those people who are wondering about Madden, if you are a little skeptical of trying it, find a friend, go over their house. If they have it, just go over there and try it out. I'm telling you, the game is like that. And believe me, I hated Madden for years. I talked much shit about it. I always would say it's the same shit, but just the graphics and the way they move and stuff like that, and the lighting and everything that's in the game is just gorgeous. And as soon as I get the money, I'm there, kicking all the people's asses that I just mentioned in the beginning of the video. So, as I always say, fanboys don't like their favorite system. They just hate yours. Peace out.